Hello fellow daydreamers. School season has already started or is just around the corner as it is for me. I'm starting my masters this autumn, so there are many new exciting but also sometimes scary things coming my way. It's especially important now to keep a good overview of my tasks and projects. I'll have to juggle up to 9 different subjects with their individual paces, assignments and workways, and I can't let anything slip below my radar. That's why I constructed my studio, my student journal. It's exclusively there to manage and track my uni stuff. Since my bullet journal is so big and all-including, I feared that my student tasks would simply be hidden amongst all the other things in there. The separation through my studio uncovers everything directly and unyielding, because I made it as minimalistic as I possibly could. Let me take you through some of my most useful spreads, starting with the more macro pages overlooking the whole masters or semester and then moving into micromanagement on a weekly basis. So the first spread I set up for the semesters to come is my big overview of my whole masters. So I'm doing a master's in educational sciences and I've seen the whole syllabus and seen all the modules I have to take, and I wrote them all down here and with the credit points they have and how many I need to have for each module. And then I have a space here for in which semester I should be taking those credit points or gathering them, and then beside that, if I completed a module successfully, I can tick it off so I don't have to worry about it anymore. And I also have some more notes on that where I want to do certain things. For example, I want to write this one paper I have to do in this more nuclear part of my master's. There is one paper I need to write and I want to write this in this first semester, and at the end, and I have everything ticked off, I will be at those 120 credit points that I need to complete the master's. There's this nuclear area, then you have to specialize in 1 out of 2 possibilities, and there comes another 40 credit points in that, and then you have to write a paper and do an exam, and then you're done. On the next page is where my semester overview goes. So I only have the first semester here because that one starts in literally 1 week, and I've divided things. I thought I had lectures, but actually in this master's there aren't any lectures. There's just one exercise I have to do, so I exchanged that quickly for that one, and we mostly have seminars. I listed them here. I always list the amount of credits you get from that so I can keep an overview, and we also have blocks, free blocks, Friday, Saturday, lecturing basically, and I can also tick them off here when they're done. Next to that, you see my future log. I do have a future log in my bullet journal, but like I said, I want to separate them from each other because this is strictly for uni things and they would just like fly below my radar if I put them down into my bullet journal with all my other life things and goals. So I just have my semester start here, but I can log down all the different assignments I have all throughout the semester. We're basically done once it's Christmas, but also in January is when I will work on my paper that I need to do in the semester holiday. So I just have a more simpler review with week 1 through to week 5 of January, because that is technically semester holiday. Here you see another more filled in overview for the semesters. There were sociology and media science and complementary subjects I took, and I also noted down the credits here. There's another future log I did, and that one is filled in. On the next page, you see an interesting one. This is my schedule basically, Monday through Sunday, because sometimes I have blocks that are Friday, Saturday. That's why I stuck them down here. And as you can see, I've used post-its for that because at the beginning of the semester, it's always quite chaotic and there are possibly things that will still change. So I can just simply take something off if it's no longer relevant. But for now, this is what it looked like. It looked quite different a week ago because I just locked down everything that interested me and would be beneficial for me to take as a subject, and I had many things that were taking place at the same time. I've already since that gone through here and decided upon which one was more important or more interesting for me, so I no longer have those double courses. Basically, it's just now my plain schedule that goes from Wednesday to Friday and sometimes Saturday. And once the semester starts and I'm in like 2 weeks and I'm sure I'll take this and that course, I can take the post-it away and color it in like permanently, so I know that I'll for sure be taking that course. And a schedule that is all filled in would look like that. On top of that is where my project master list is. This will come in really handy once the semester is full on going. I think 9 different subjects, so 9 different opportunities for 1 to 3 efforts that could be needed for that subject, like essays or presentations or exposés, whatever it is. I can log it down here with the corresponding subject that I'm taking it in, and then fill in where exactly in the month I'll need to take certain steps to complete it. So I can also manage that not every assignment will take place at the same exact time, so in the same exact week, so I'm not that overwhelmed. I can spread it out all throughout the semester this way. Then next to that is a bit more, it's not the macro level now, but the meso level, so to say. An overview of all the different courses that I now definitely want to take, and I just wrote the title of things. There is like this block course of ADHD that sounded really interesting. I want to take it. I logged out when it takes place, where it takes place, and who is the professor. And then we have tasks that I need to do regularly to complete or be successful in this subject. So there could be weekly reading or handout that we need to do and submit at the end of the semester. And then there's the efforts. I already know you have to be there 100% of the time when it takes place, because it only takes place on 4 days. That makes sense, but there could be a presentation or an essay or something else coming up. And I did that for every subject that I have this semester, which is quite a few. I also logged down the modules from which those courses stem. I did the subject overviews a little different before. I had a whole double spread per thing, and I noted down what I needed to do each day for that one subject. And I didn't even fill it in at the end of the semester, but it helped me quite a bit. I could log down what happened each week, what was the topic of that week. When I cross it off, I went or something. Like I could keep track. It was kind of like a tracker as well then. Then going over into my monthly and weekly like micromanagement things. I haven't done that yet for this semester because I'm not sure on how I want to do that now, but I've used this one quite some time, basically in every semester at some point. So it would look like this maybe, where you have a monthly overview of all the days, and here I have some personal things in there as well. As long as it's compromising with my uni things, I log it down as well. I have the weekends noted. This is only half of the month because the semester started on the 16th of September, and I have a master list on what to do that month, and I also ticked it off when I did it, of course. And then going into my weeklies, I had this one for some time. So I have those circles, which are the lectures or courses that I need to take, and then the smaller tasks below it for the tasks I need to do that day. A general this week list, what I needed to allocate days to. Later on, I did that a bit differently. Depends on your preference. I did this schedule type layout. This one's not filled in. I think I stopped along the way somewhere because all throughout the semester's motivation will go down a little. I will still go through the semester, but not as diligent as before. But that one was quite handy as well because you could put in the courses that you have, block them out, and then allocate certain times in a day to certain tasks you had to do. I also color coded this one. The green one was for sociology and the blue one for media science, because those are the 2 subjects I had for my bachelor's. I also had notes here, what's happening, and some spaces for Saturday and Sunday since they didn't fit in the schedule. Yeah, that's basically it for my idea for a student journal, my Stujo. And I'm really happy to take back this one for this semester as well and try out how it works for me this time. But I can assure you it already eases my mind just to have all those spreads here prepared. Just what happens in your mind while you journal in this is you get prepared for your semester and acknowledge that it is creeping closer and closer, and it gets you excited as well and you feel prepared. Highly recommend you do that if you're a little bit stressed about uni starting soon or whatever school you're in. Hope that helps you, and have a good one. Bye.